What is up, everybody on YouTube? Max Rock here with a brand new video, and this is going to be the first and last impressions of the LG X Power. Now, I never did the first impression and the last impression in the same video, but I'm just basically letting you know that I'm going to be returning this device, not because of performance, well, simply because I got all the answers that I need from it. So, when it comes to the LG X Power here, we all know that the device has a 4100 milliamp hour battery, and pretty much the reason why they call it the X Power, because it has a lot of power. When it comes to the specs, it's pretty much on the power side as well. By the way, I got this on full brightness, so yeah. Anywho, the device itself actually performs really well, surprisingly well. Actually, I never used it before. Heard about it for a while. Obviously, it's been out since for at least the beginning of the year, if not earlier, if not late last year. But as far as my impressions with it, yeah, it's as good as advertised. The battery itself will last you at least 2 days with moderate use. I'll say a day and a half, probably a day and a quarter with heavy use. As you can see right now, I'm on full brightness, and I kept the device on full brightness pretty much most of the morning, if not in the middle of the night, which is not a good idea. Don't have your device on full brightness in the middle of the night when it's completely dark. It can really mess up your eyes. But let me go ahead and show you guys the screen on time right now. Give me a second. Let's get over to general, scroll down to battery usage, and we'll show you screen on time. 2 hours and 59 minutes, and we're looking at 74% battery. So, when the last time you seen a device with 3 hours of screen on time with at least 75%, well, close to 75% battery left? Exactly. So, pretty much everything that I thought about it has been swept behind or swept under the rug, if that makes any sense. And by the way, I got cut nails courtesy of my girlfriend. She's over there. She's back over there. Anywho, we can go over the specs really quick. Okay. So this is kind of like a fake review, first impression, last impression kind of thing. So it has a MediaTek MT, so MediaTek 6755. It's an octa-core processor clocked at 1.81 gigahertz. As you can see, octa-core has 8 cores. Duh. And that processor performs pretty well. As far as apps opening and closing or pressing the home button, it's almost instantaneous. Really impressed with what LG was able to do with the processor. They optimized it beautifully, as well as the battery with the applications on it. It works perfectly here. This device is very underrated. It has a 5.3 inch screen. It's 720 by 1280, which is HD, not full HD, but HD. And it has a 277 pixels per inch count. Now, the screen itself looks fairly decent. No complaints in that department. It is a little pixelation coming from a device like the Axon 7 that has a display that's 2K. You will really, when you got a display that's 2K, you're talking about 531 pixels per inch versus 277. So the discrepancy between that, you will be able to see it, whether you have good vision or not. As far as total RAM, it has 2 gigs of RAM. RAM performance is decent. Just don't have too many applications open in the background, because otherwise you will see it start to hiccup. I definitely noticed that when I was downloading and installing all my apps. So it will hiccup from time to time, but nonetheless, it performs really well. Now, with the internal storage that you get out the box, you get 9.87 gigabytes, which is pretty bad compared to other devices like my Samsung J3 Emerge. The device that I had before this one came with 11 gigabytes. Could be wrong, but it was definitely more than 9.87. So as far as right now, I got 4.03 gigabytes free, 40%, which is good, but not when you want to download apps that are over a gigabyte apiece. So the new standard, like everyone else says, it should be 32 gigabytes. But as far as the system, it is running Android 6.0.1, which I was kind of disappointed by. Which LG just pushed out the Nougat update, so this device can be that much better. As far as the OS with the with the no home screen of the no app drawer. The UX, it runs pretty well. It's decent. You know, no issues with it. I just wish it had Nougat on here. But as far as the applications, like YouTube, click a video here, you can see like the max quality. It goes to a 720. The speaker itself isn't the best. It's on the back, and speakers on the back are never a good placement because if you hold your phone like this, you're covering the bottom of the speaker. If you put it down on the table, it's covered because it's flat down. You have to actually put it face down to actually hear anything, and you won't be able to see the video you're watching. Now, granted, excuse me, you can't do this. It doesn't really matter as far as the speaker placement if you got music playing when it's face down, but if you are holding your phone like this, because most people hold their phone like this, you are going to be covering the speaker. So, for example, I go to one of my videos on my channel. I'm not going to play that one because, you know, copyright is a B. So, let's go ahead and click this one I just made public.
This is going to be a video about what's on my iPhone.
See how the sound is muffled?
My Android, a lot of the apps that I run on Android.
So, of course, you can still hear the sound, but when you take your hand off it, you hear it a little bit better. If you actually hear the phone, it's more muffled. So maybe it's a situation where certain users don't mind that, but me, nah, I mind that a lot. I would rather be like the J3 Merge with the speaker on the side, or even a speaker on the bottom, or a speaker in the front, or two of them in the front, like the Axon here. Oh yeah, I'm shooting a video with the Axon 7. So as far as it getting connected to the network, I had some issues with Virgin Mobile with this device for some particular reason. Tried to switch it over, and what happened was they told me that was at the Best Buy store, because I did an exchange, that the employee or employer, or not employer, the employees or whoever at the store, the guy that's checking me out or exchanging a device, forgot to scan all the barcodes, and so it may look like this device is stolen for some reason, and so they won't activate it. So I went to Best Buy, tried to get it exchanged, and then I said, hey, return this, rescan it out. It still didn't work. So I ended up having to go to another Best Buy, or that's the plan, to go to another Best Buy and get a different device. Now, since I got to go through all that, I'm going to actually, because I was really upset. I was telling them the situation, and I ended up asking for the account number. So I'm pretty much going to cancel Virgin Mobile and take that number elsewhere. But I'm going to end up getting a different device. I'm not going to tell you guys which one that's going to be, but trust me, it's still going to be on Virgin Mobile, and it's a device that has a big battery as well. So if you use your imagination, you know which one I'm talking about. If you don't, just go ahead and do some research. So I can't really tell you how text messaging is, call quality, any of that. It's not evident here with this usage. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I got a camera video coming as far as pictures, video quality, and I have one for the front-facing camera as well. But if you're going to get this device here for the battery performance, then absolutely go ahead and get it. That is the main feature of it. Everything else is pretty much secondary. Yeah, it has a micro SD card slot. It does come with a SIM ejection tool, which is like a first for me with a Virgin Mobile device. So you can just take the little tray out and put a micro SD card in there. As far as the max capacity, I don't know, but you should be able to get 120 gigabytes in there. So anyway, it's pretty much going to be the end of this video here. Like I said, it was the first impressions and last impression because this device is going back today. So if you guys have any questions, comments, or concerns, let me know in the lower part of the video, the comment section, and I'll be sure to get back to you. But until then, I would like to say thank you, of course, for watching this video. This has been the LG X Power first impression, and you guys have a good day. And before I leave, I got to say this one thing. I got to be corny. Deuces.